I found out my dad had a second wedding while we were eating leftover pizza. And no, my mom wasn't invited, because she didn't know. Okay, before we dive into this absolute emotional roller coaster of a story, this is going to sound fake, but I promise you, every word is true, I need to ask. By the way, where are you watching from and what time is it right now? I love seeing where all of you are tuning in from. I swear, I've seen people comment from the Philippines at 3 a.m. and others watching during their lunch break at work like they're not about to cry in the break room. So, drop it in the comments. Alright. Deep breath. Let's get into it. So, I'm 26 now, but this story starts when I was around 22, still living at home after college, just trying to get my life together. My parents had been together for over 30 years. My mom was ride or die for my dad. Packed his lunch every morning, ironed his shirts, did all that loyal wife of an executive stuff you read about in old magazines. My dad? He was the smooth-talking, khaki-wearing finance guy. Kind of distant, but never bad. At least not obviously. Anyway, my dad traveled a lot for work. That wasn't weird. He was always going to these conferences in places like Phoenix or Tampa, you know, those weird cities you never think about unless you're stuck in an airport there. And we never questioned it. Why would we? He always brought back some souvenir or gift. It was just normal. Until it wasn't. The first red flag. One night, my mom and I were watching trashy reality TV, eating leftover pizza on the couch. My dad was supposed to be in Miami for a big corporate retreat. And while we're eating, my mom goes, super casually, "Oh, did your dad ever send you that photo from his hotel room? He said it had this insane view of the ocean." I hadn't heard from him at all, actually. So I texted him. "Send a pic of the view." And he replies, "Can't right now. In meetings all day. We'll call you tonight." Which wasn't super weird. But something felt off. You know that feeling when something's wrong, but you can't put your finger on it? So later that night, I did what any petty little suspicious daughter would do. I checked his location on Find My iPhone. And this man was not in Miami. He was in Charleston, South Carolina. Which, okay, maybe the conference moved. But why lie about it? So I asked him. And this is where the lies really start piling up. The web of lies. He tells me, super confidently, that there was a last-minute venue change because of some hotel strike in Miami, and they relocated everyone to Charleston. Sounds plausible, right? Wrong. I googled it. There was no strike. No conference listed. Nothing. So now I'm spiraling. I do what any of us would do, I go full internet stalker mode. I start looking at his LinkedIn connections, searching hashtags on Instagram, even digging through tagged photos from Charleston that weekend. I wish I was kidding when I say I found him. He was in the background of a photo, posted by this woman I had never seen before, holding a glass of champagne at what looked like a wedding. I clicked on her profile, heart pounding, and there it was. A full-blown wedding album. Captioned, "The best weekend of my life. Our forever starts now." And in photo number 3 is my dad. Wearing a tux. Holding hands. With the bride. The other woman. So let me rewind for a second, because I needed a moment too. I thought maybe, it was some distant cousin thing. Or maybe he was officiating the wedding? Or someone who looked like my dad? No. It was him. My literal father. The man who taught me how to ride a bike. Smiling like a damn groom. The woman he married? Her name was Erin. She was 41, divorced, blonde, and apparently had been dating my dad for 4 years. I scrolled through Erin's Instagram in shock. She had posts from Paris, Cabo, even photos of my dad in casual clothes, laughing over coffee, all tagged things like my person. Private life, happy life. How private are we talking, Aaron? Because he had a whole other family. The confrontation. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to break my mom's heart unless I was 1000% sure. So I DM'd Aaron from a burner account. Yeah, I made a burner, I was that desperate. I asked something vague like, "Hey. Just curious, is this the same Rick who works at my dad's company?" She replies within minutes. "Yes. That's my Rick. We just got married." "Who's this? Who's this?" "Ma'am, this is your new stepdaughter, apparently." I didn't answer. I showed everything to my best friend, and she was like, "Girl. You need to go nuclear. Screenshot it. Send it to your mom. Blow it up." But I didn't. Not yet. Instead, I waited. Waited for my dad to come home from his business trip. The fallout. The day he got home, I was shaking. He walked in the door like nothing happened. Kissing my mom on the cheek, unpacking his little suitcase like he hadn't just taken vows with another woman. And I looked him in the eyes and said, "How was Charleston, Dad?" The honeymoon photos were cute. You should have seen the blood drain from his face. He tried to say it was a joke, that the wedding was a fake ceremony for a friend's anniversary. What? Who lies about that? When I told my mom, she laughed at first. Thought I was joking. But when I showed her the photos, she just froze. And then she got really quiet. She didn't cry. Not right away. She packed a bag, drove to her sister's house, and didn't talk to either of us for days. The truth comes out. Turns out? My dad had been planning to leave my mom for over a year. He just couldn't bring himself to do it. So he decided to start a whole second life behind her back. He told me, and I still get chills thinking about this. I just didn't want to hurt anyone. I thought I could manage both lives. Manage both lives? What is this, a Marvel multiverse? He genuinely believed he could keep two families going. Like he was some smooth-talking suburban Thanos, collecting wedding rings. Where things stand now. That was 4 years ago. My mom divorced him. She's honestly thriving now. She runs a little bakery, started dating a really sweet guy named Luis, and has this new glow about her. I haven't spoken to my dad in over a year. Aaron tried to reach out to me once. Sent me a message asking if I wanted to be a part of their new family. I left her on read. Sometimes I still wonder how many people out there are living double lives like this. People we think we know, people who sit at the dinner table with us, hiding entire worlds behind a smile. It makes you question everything. So yeah. My dad's business trip was actually a secret honeymoon. And now? He's someone I used to know. What would you have done if you were me? Would you have exposed him sooner? Do you think I should have talked to Aaron? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one of them, even the petty ones. Thanks for sticking through this one. I needed to get it off my chest. And to whoever's watching this at 2 a.m. while eating snacks in bed, I see you. Stay strong. Don't trust a man just because he brings you fridge magnets from Tampa.